Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. This week I'm going to be reviewing for you the film The Shadow. I haven't watched this film since elementary school. I was going to review it a few years ago, and it was head to head with The Phantom, and I put it up to a vote on Instagram. The Phantom won, so I reviewed The Phantom. Now I'm going to review The Shadow. Sort of what brought this one about was a horror movie meetup I went to the other night. And part of the discussion was about Tim Curry and how you can tell a lot about a person by their favorite Tim Curry film. And I forgot that Tim Curry was in this. It was mentioned during the meetup. And so I was like, I have that movie. It's been so long since I've seen it. I want to rewatch it. And I have it. So I'm going to watch it. Again, I completely forgot Tim Curry was in this. Until I bought this, I forgot that Alec Baldwin was in it. And he's the main character. So, but it was an interesting conversation, as a slight side tangent. But yeah, Tim Curry's been in everything. And then while we had that conversation, we started watching a movie. And then after the movie, different characters that Curry had played over the years kind of popped into my head, like his character in Tales from the Crypt and the bad guy from McHale's Navy, different things like that. But I guess he's a bad guy in this one. So we're going to see. We're going to get into it. I don't really see anything about Tim Curry on the box, but I'm sure that's going to make for a nice surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. It's in one of these fun cases. I always love going to used stores and finding movies in old mom and pop rental cases. I have a few of these, like Idle Hands and Bad Boys, Gremlins. I think I have a couple others, but I always love it. I feel like it adds a little something to the story, the life of the movie. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. I hope everyone out there is doing well. I know I am. I'm eager to get to watching this film. I wish I knew what video store this came from. There's nothing about it that tells me what video store it came from, but it's here now. So I'm going to get to watching it. Maybe there'll be some fun previews before the movie, and I'll get to see a little slice of history there. But anyway, The Shadow. So I'm going to get to watching this, and I will see y'all back for the rewind. Bye. All right, and I am back. So The Shadow, how was it? It was pretty good. It was better than I remember it being. Not that I remember it being bad. It's just been so long that I don't really remember anything about it. So there's that. Tim Curry is the bad guy in this. He's not the bad guy, but he's sort of like a side bad guy, more or less a kind of henchman that wants to gain more power than he's going to be getting. And he's doing bad things to people for power. That's it. He's going to be the right hand man of the big bad, and with that comes power. But The Shadow, how was it? Let's go ahead and hit that rewind. Let's just talk about it. So, Alec Baldwin, the film starts out, he is this sort of barbarian in China, and he did someone wrong. He goes to see this monk, and this like monk emperor, and gets this sort of curse put on him that he has these powers, and he has to use those powers to redeem all the bad things that he's done. So he goes back to New York, and he sort of steps into interfering with all the evil going on. In the process of this, a mysterious package arrives at a museum that you find to be the tomb of Genghis Khan. It's not Genghis Khan, it's like his nephew or something like that. It's like the last descendant of Genghis Khan. And there's a showdown between the Shadow and Khan. I'm terrible with names. Can't really remember his name, but it's pretty good. They're supposed to blow up the city. So there's that. Huge cast. Like, I wrote down names, but just cameo after cameo. A lot of big cast members, I guess, before they were big in America, or at least they had done some roles that were fairly big, or noticeable anyway. You may not recognize some of the names. Again, I wrote them down, but everyone that I recognized, I wrote down and kind of wanted to share with you. But The Shadow is pretty good for what it was. It was better than The Phantom, so everyone who recommended The Phantom for me, thank you for at least getting that one out of the way and making room to rewatch this one. Again, one of the things I want to do this year is watch movies I haven't seen before or rewatch movies I haven't seen in a long time. And the last time I saw this one, I was still crushing pretty heavy on The Pink Ranger. So, there's that. But let's go ahead and get into the list of names. We have Alec Baldwin, of course, John Lone, get the words out, Penelope Ann Miller, Tim Curry, Ian McKellen. And Ian McKellen, he plays kind of a small role. He's just like a side supporting actor. Not even that. He's, again, just kind of, he's there, he's in a few scenes. He's an important character, but he's not like one of the main or supporting characters. He's sort of like a side character. You have Saab Shimino, James Hong, Larry Hankin. Both those characters, they played in like Seinfeld and stuff like that. Larry was the cop from Home Alone. He was the one that was eating the donut when the mom called the police department about Kevin. Jonathan Winters, Abraham Ben Ruby, and Patrick Fischler. All these people, if you look them up, they're all recognizable, like easily recognizable as people you've seen before. Just, yeah, a rather large cast. Many of these were like side supporters. They weren't like huge main characters. Some of them only had maybe a minute on screen, if that. So a lot of small roles, but they're memorable actors when you see them. So I thought that was kind of neat that I just started seeing more and more actors that I had recognized. I didn't know all their names, and I'm terrible with names, especially remembering actors' names, except for, the big ones that are donning the top of the box. But yeah, it was a good movie. I definitely say check it out if you haven't seen it in a long time. It was based off an old radio show back in like the forever ago's, when all you had was radio. It was, I guess, sort of like the Batman of the old radio shows. And again, I love finding movies in cases like these. It's kind of like you feel the history and I guess the vibes, as the kids are saying today, which is weird coming out of my mouth, but of just old video stores. Like, they would go to Walmart or somewhere, buy the movie, cut up the box, and put it in one of these sleeves. So, yeah, it was a good film. Good film. So, neat concept. And there's that. I really like the old style of New York. I think this was supposed to be like New York in the 40s, something like that. 30s. Combining 30s ambiance and mind-blowing 90s special effects, humor, and dazzling dose of the macabre. The Shadow captures the spirit of the original and goes light years beyond. So it does do that when you jump from the radio show, like the old radio show, to a movie in the 90s. It's leaps and bounds beyond. Light years, as this says. But before I just keep on rambling, have you seen this movie? What'd you think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you prefer The Phantom over this? I preferred this over The Phantom. I just thought it was all around a better, just more fun film. So let me know down in the comments below, and thank you for stopping by. I am going to go wrestle my cats. They've been, again, playing with me the entire time during the movie, fighting over who was going to be in my lap, to the point I was sitting here with both of them on my lap. Well, one in my lap, the other on my chest. But it's also getting late, and I kind of want to go to bed. So I'm going to play with the cats and then go to bed. So, again, as always, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye.